Mailbag time. A few things in here. Some may be interesting, some may not. We'll find out. I'll get the links down below if I give you links for things. Like these. These are some little feet. And they've got some metal washers inside them to help reinforce them. You can see that one there. And I've got a few different ones. So some quite small ones. I don't know what sizes they were. Follow links down below in the description, I'll tell you. So these small ones here, I don't know, probably 10mm. These ones here probably about 14 or so, does it say? 18 by 14 by 10. There you go. And this one doesn't say anything, but I think it's just a lower profile, it's like 5mm or something high instead of 10mm high. So I've got these because I've been using these feet on various things, and I was getting a bit low on them again. And they're really handy to have, because if you get some equipment which has got feet which is, you know, old rubber feet and they're falling apart like I have had recently, or missing completely, you can just put a screw through these, mount them on. Easy, convenient, and really cheap. Screws or bolts, really is probably, yeah, I suppose screws, threaded screws, machine screws is probably the best description for these. 304 stainless apparently, 256 at 1/2 inch, so some imperial ones. And these are 304s as well, and 632s at 1/2 inch as well. So these are used quite often in equipment. A lot of HP equipment use this size. I've also got these smaller ones because sometimes you need these smaller ones as well. Now I actually had some equipment recently, the Fluke 720A, 750A and 721A. They had missing feet, and those had imperial threaded holes for the feet to go in. So I had to use some of these screws for that, and I was getting a bit low. I didn't have many left after I finished doing that, so I thought I'd better restock. Use this size and this size, so I use these small feet with this size screw, and these bigger feet, these ones here, with that size screw. You always need spares. Right, these are some little connectors. FPC connectors, that's what I'm looking for. Different sizes, not necessarily easy to see. Got different size pinouts. And also pin pitches, different ones. So I don't actually have any of these kinds of things, so I thought I'd better get some. Not quite sure why I got this. A whole bunch of FPC connectors. So I think I've got something like 5 pin up to 20 pin or something like that, or 22 pin. It might even be 30 pin, I can't remember exactly now. But yeah, a few of them. Because when you need them, you need them. I actually had this in mind for the display for the Advanced multimeter, where I've got the replacement display module, which is actually sitting in the back of the disc here, sitting there. So a big 4.58 inch display, which could potentially fit inside there, and it's got this big adaptable which is meant for going onto an Arduino. Kind of don't really need that. It's just there for pin conversion. So I thought if I get some FPC connectors, hopefully one of these is the right one. I haven't actually checked, but one of them will be the right one, I'm sure. I've got a range of sizes. Then I can actually use that on the flat flex going to the display, and then interface with my own circuit board to drive that display. If I ever get around to doing that project, it's something I'd like to do. Ian Johnson's currently working on it. I think he's even got exactly the same display as mine. Maybe even the same adapter boards, I'm not quite sure. But he's been working on that for his Advanced multimeter. He's making some good progress on that, although by the time you see this video it might be finished. I may not need to do this, or I may have a option of building up his version using my own stuff, I don't know. Yeah, a future project which may or may not happen, but at the very least I've got some FPC connectors. And sometimes these things do break when you're putting things apart, so having spares is always good. So I've got this thing. Massive bag. I know what's in here isn't very big. There it is. So I'm really hoping this is the right thing. It should be, based on part numbers. It's an 84340360771. You got that? It's a brake switch. So this is actually meant for the Toyota Coaster. Hopefully it's correct, because, yeah, well, no, let's hope it's correct. I did a video repairing that a while ago, I don't know, a year or so ago, and I pulled it apart, fixed it up. It's been working since then, but I've always sort of thought, well, I need to replace that switch. The place I've been getting other parts from for the Toyota, like proper Japanese car parts places, which are overseas, this switch would cost about $200, including with postage as well, right? Yeah, I wasn't particularly happy about that price. And I found this one on eBay, based on the part number. It's supposed to be an original Toyota part, with postage, half the price. Still $100, still a lot of money for a switch. Yeah, I'm really hoping it's the right one. I'll find out, we go put it on. Let's just do a quick check to see if it's normally open, normally closed. That'll give us a clue. I believe the original one was a normally closed. Let's find out, shall we? What's the best way of doing this? Yeah, I'll shove them in the back here, like that. Okay, normally closed. So I push the switch in, that's now open, so that's correct. At least functionally, it's right. Does it fit? Does it plug in? Well, it should, I hope. It's got a bulky box, this one. Ah, right. This is from Sequre. This is a review item. Right. So this is a Tweezer soldering iron. It runs off USB-C. You've got stand and bits in there. This is the stand just in here. So we're doing a review on this thing. Watch out for that coming out soon. Got the charger here as well. 65 watt charger. Quick charge. And here's the tweezer. Nice. Excellent. I'll be doing a review on that. So watch out for that very soon. I will... Very soon, as I keep saying. Excellent. These have been shown a little bit by some other people. Dave did a review on it. Yeah, Sequre contacted me the other day saying, would you like to review one? And I went, yeah, sure. Send me one. So, here it is. Last thing. Let's find out what this is. That's a fail to start with, wasn't it? As soon as I hit the tape. Now what, your knife. Smells like a Chinese factory. Shoes. So, trying to buy shoes in this end is a bit of a hit and miss affair. Quality is usually not the best, and if you can get something which is even half decent, it's usually very expensive. Ridiculously so. And I purchased some sandals, not this style exactly, but different style, standard, like just strap across the front here, a couple of years ago. Had very little use. I don't know, probably worn them maybe an hour total, maybe 2 hours total, if that. Absolutely knackered, no good, falling apart. Soles are falling apart, it's like just rubbish. And those were about $40, I think. That's what I paid for these, same price, direct from China. And these look way better. Whether they are or not, I don't know. But hopefully they are. And hopefully they actually fit. It fits. Plenty of room there. Yes, I'm pasty and white. Yeah, get over it. Well, that's that one. So come over there if you're interested in watching more electronics videos. And other videos to watch down below there. And Patreon support link over there if you want to help to pay for more shoes. Catch you later.